In this tutorial, you will learn how to compare two string objects. The ideas in this video will apply to objects you create throughout the course. You will learn when you want to compare characters in a string, you will use the .equals method in the string class. You will learn that characters are encoded using a standard called Unicode, and you will also learn how to use the compareTo method in the string class for ordering strings alphabetically. When testing if contents of objects are equal, you will need to use the equals method, not the equality operator equals equals. Using the equality operator will test if the contents of the memory location are equal, and for objects, the contents of the memory location is the address to the object. It's not what's actually contained in the object. In this statement, reference variable a of type string is created, and the address of the string object containing lowercase hi is assigned to a. In this statement, the reference variable b of type string is created, and before Java creates a string object, it will look to see if there is already an object with the exact same characters, case sensitive. There is, so it places that object's address into B. A and B are now pointing to the same object. They both contain the same address. When two reference variables contain the same address, they are called aliases. When this statement is executed, using new to create the string forces a new object to be created with the same exact characters. This object's address is placed into the reference variable C. If I use the equality operator equals equals to test A and B, what is actually being tested is the address contained in both variables. Since A and B contain the same address, true is printed. This condition tests the address stored in A and C. They are different addresses, each pointing to a different object. This evaluates to false. The contents of A are not equal to the contents of C. When we want to test if the characters in a string object are equal, we will use the equals method in the string class. Let's create a new string reference variable, D, and a string object with the characters uppercase H, lowercase I. The object's address is placed into D. This method asks the object A to run the equals method and test if its characters are the same as the characters in the B object. Since A and B are pointing to the same object, this prints true. A.equals C also returns true, since A and C are pointing to objects with the same characters. A.equals D returns false. They both have the same letters, but case matters when using the .equals method, so they are not the same characters. Let's look at this example again. A.equals D returns false. String also has another method, equals ignore case, which will test the characters and ignore the case. A.equals ignore case D will return true. Unicode is a computing industry standard designed to consistently and uniquely encode characters used in written languages throughout the world. The Unicode standard uses hexadecimal to express a character. For example, the value 0041, which is decimal 65, represents the Latin character uppercase A. Use the escape sequence \U within a string to print out a character using the corresponding Unicode value. For example, system out println, and in the quotes, if I use the escape sequence \U and I put the 4-digit hex code, it will print uppercase A to the screen. Search for Unicode table in your browser and you can find the Unicode character table. Every character is expressed using a hexadecimal value in this table. For example, if I want to print a heart out to the screen, I can print on this picture and it will tell me to use the hexadecimal value 2764. There are different characters for all languages in this table, so if you choose the pull down menu, you can scroll down and find the language that you're interested in. Here's a program called Program 1 which will print some of these special characters out to the terminal window. Notice the different hex code values that I'm printing, and here's the output. So \U2764 prints out the heart, \U03A0 prints out pi, and \U260E prints out a telephone. So every character that you can print has a unique Unicode value. We can use the compareTo method in the string class to compare string objects. When a string object calls the compareTo method with another string object, the method will return a negative number if the calling string comes before the other. It will return 0 if the strings are equal, and it will return a positive number if the calling string comes after the other. The method uses the character's Unicode value to compare. Uppercase characters come before lowercase, and short strings come before longer strings. You can use this method to sort string objects alphabetically. In this example, we create two string objects. S1 will contain uppercase HI, and S2 contains lowercase hi. We will ask S1 containing the uppercase HI to run compareTo against the object S2 containing the lowercase hi. Since uppercase comes before lowercase, this method will return a negative number and will print uppercase HI comes before lowercase hi. In this tutorial, you learned how to compare two string objects. You learned how to use the dot equals method in the string class to test if the characters in two string objects are the same. You also learned that characters are encoded using a standard called Unicode, and how to print special characters in the terminal window. Lastly, you learned how to use the compareTo method in the string class for ordering strings alphabetically.